For most of his life, Jackie Chan has been risking death for a living. As an actor and director, Jackie has redefined the nature of world action cinema. What sets Jackie apart from his rivals is his willingness to perform his own spectacular stunts. In this film, Jackie returns to the days of the period kung fu movies and shows how he pioneered his own brand of very special effects. We reveal the specialized training that he and his stunt team undergo to prepare themselves for the screen. Jackie returns to the locations of one of his greatest achievements, Police Story, and shows how he set a new standard in screen action. For the first time, we open the doors to the secret Jackie Chan stunt lab to examine the various tricks of this dangerous trade, and Jackie himself conducts a master class in film fight choreography. We follow Jackie onto the sets of his hit films Who Am I and Rush Hour and discover how he and his team devise some of their most daring stunt sequences. If action, if danger, if courage have a name, then that name is Jackie Chan. This is Jackie Chan, My Stunts. Jackie began his career as just another stuntman working on the Hong Kong movie treadmill. At that time, the industry was devoted entirely to producing period martial arts movies. These were divided into kung fu and swordplay movies. In kung fu films, the characters engaged in unarmed combat. In swordplay movies, they often had supernatural powers and fought using a variety of bladed weapons. Here, Jackie and his stuntmen demonstrate a traditional martial arts fight sequence. First, Jackie comes up with a concept for the fight, then carefully stages each action and reaction. Though the combatants have to be skilled kung fu exponents, it's equally important that they possess the correct sense of timing so that they can synchronize their movements with one another.
See? Pretty, right? From no knife until I get first knife, second knife, and third knife. At the end, I kick the guy out, back, boom. The most important is the pose. I design like a more art fighting, like a dancing. That's a much nicer. Even I kick somebody, there's no violence. The knife, I never cut somebody. If I create this scene, maybe I just after, boom. I go away. Means I don't want to fight anymore. I'm ready to win. I don't have to kill you. I already get your knife, but I throw away, give you back. If you fight me again, I will steal your knife again.
In this scene from The Young Master, Jackie and opponent Yun Bu show off the virtuoso physical skills they learned at a Chinese opera school. In Chinese opera, the performers execute onstage fight sequences in which they wield their weapons more like circus performers than martial artists. It is this sense of the theatrical that Jackie brought to the traditional kung fu movie genre.
See? And I would use anything like very pretty. See, after fight, when I sit down, sit down. After kick, he go around. Because the timing is so quick, you didn't know did I hit his toes or not. One more, slow motion. Come, look. That's when slow motion, I just hit here. Then he just do the reaction. The audience knows. Then I turn around, give him a kick. Then maybe after kick, I sit down, the very nice position, and let the audience, wow. And the funny thing is, in modern day, of course, you use this kind of thing, this kind of face, I want to kill somebody. But in the old day, you can tell, when we're fighting, the camera move back a little bit. You can see the toes. Every position, look, the toe, you must have the nice toes. And after fighting, no matter how you fight, pum, and even pum, those kind of position It's a very important. It's a more difficult than the modern day fight. These kind of things.
When Jackie made his American debut in Battle Creek Brawl, he broke new ground by transposing the kind of action seen in the period kung fu films to a movie set in 1930 Chicago. At that time, Americans had no experience of this kind of on-screen combat. Jackie had to fly in 2 of his stuntmen to stage a scene in which his character is challenged by rival martial arts masters. Though limited by the fact that he could not control the camera speed as he does on a Hong Kong movie set, Jackie still kept some of his trademark style.
That's a chair. Of course, when we're doing some action, we have to make the special chair. Usually the real chair, you cannot kick it. But I want to show the guy how powerful. When I use those things, nobody can see it. Then we just put a little bit powder. The action, when he kicks me, I break it. All the things go to piece by piece. Now I show you how to editing and how to do the fighting scene with the broken chair. Okay, make it a simple. And if the camera put in this side, he fight, kick, boom, bang. And I push, he kick, cut. Because when we're doing this one, and that moment is so fast, also it's a wide angle, and also with the background down, you cannot see it. The boom, you cannot see all the wire. As soon as he kick, cut, we move the camera behind him. And we do all over again. And then I show you the broken chair, how we do it. Of course, not this one. We do the broken one. See? Pretty, huh? And that's a trick. So that's how we make a movie, not like... I think in America, I believe right now they just doing nothing. Boom, the guy kick. They can do it on the computer. Boom. But very expensive, I know. But this is the cheap way we make our own movies. But anyway, looks good, right? Cheap but good.
Jackie also gets good value for money out of a distinctly Chinese object that has both a practical use and an artistic aspect.
A fan. And because Chinese fan, everybody knows it. Looks very pretty. Some of them more than a million because it's an antique. So when I catch the fan, I look around, I try to harmony movement, like those. When you're fighting, you just put boom, boom, and this kind of things. And of course, looks very easy, but it's not easy. And the most difficult thing is when I throw the fan and coming back for one shot. More than 120 tick. Those kind of scene, when you see it in 2 minutes or 1 second, oh, Jackie, good. It's not good. You can do it. Except, do you have the patience or not? Calm, again, okay, one more time, until you finish.
Besides the fan, kung fu movies offer Jackie the chance to show off the skills needed to wield other classical Chinese kung fu weapons.
And you have to know the tempo and the movement. And every movement. And when we're making the movie, it's much careful, these kind of things. And this kind of things. And also, wait, Achi. Okay.